Welcome guys to another Age of Empires 4 Classic. We got Delhi against English. We not only got Delhi, we got May, also called as Mu. So Mu has a past where he used to be the Joker in Age of Empires 4. In a sense, like if this was a movie, this guy will be the Joker. He will use the Mongols and just play the TC Tower Rush. And just send down centers into your base and send multiple of them. And he got away with us quite a few times. It's very hard to stop that. I know he mains Delhi, so he has a lot of tricks under the table. Meanwhile, El Beastie playing in the color red. I asked why he was naming El Beastie. He said like the top players in the leaderboard, they were Louis from Team Elephant, so they put the L, and you have El Sensei, which is like in Spanish, like the sensei, the master from Vortex. So he said, why I'm not L? Everyone's called L. I also want to be L. Now he's El Beastie. We got it, guys. We got the Spanish arc. I always forget how beautiful this game is. The other day I was watching, like there was a Zero Space gameplay. Not like new RTS, but it's kind of like all RTS that are made these days. They all have an agreement. It's like we're gonna have old graphics. It's like we're 2024. Like we have games like Wukong going out like with mind-blowing visuals. And I don't know if like all RTS developers are like, nah, I'm gonna keep it old. So that's why I think Age of Empires 4 is such a refreshing take on this. This is beautifully made. Now I'm gonna give you an art lesson here if you don't know. You see this brick here? This orange brick here, where everyone is kind of like monochromatic, this is called balance. It's like you see master paintings do this, you know the guys who are making this are like really good artists. You see like bricks like orange and blue, kind of like making contrast. Kind of like the same as I have in my channel, like you have the orange and blue giving contrast, and you put them here in very subtle places. Like it's like really beautiful to witness. Like the window is like very orange, give everything like balance. It's not monochromatic. If you didn't have that, it will look very pale. That's why a lot of people think like Age of Empires 4 looks cartoon. It's not cartoon. It is stylized for sure. It is stylized. But I was watching Zero Space and it's like, man, we're 2024. You don't have to do that. Like literally, the engine already comes with such a good rendering features that you don't really need. Like you need to make an extra effort to make it look old. That's why I need to put, and it's like all RTS have this. That's why I feel like RTS is not more popular now. It's because most of them that come out, they're just like old. Like, oh, this is for old school. That's it. That's not for me. And a lot of people who watch Age of Empires 4 without even knowing the game, the first time they see it, it's like, wow, this is so pretty, right? And it's not like the graphics are the best, not get me wrong. Age of Empires 4 has its own issues, visually speaking. But it's just that the contrast is so big between other games that they never really think about an RTS can really look like this. And every time they try it, it's like, wow, I didn't know. Like, this is a really fresh take, to be honest. And I love it. But anyway, already 4 minutes into the game, so let's get back into it. Abbey of Kings coming back here for El Beastie. Gonna be putting a little bit of pressure here, probably thinking about the 2TC King. He's not gathering stone, so I'm curious to see what he wanna place. Maybe he wants to go fast castle to get the King's Palace instead of going for a stone, because at this point, if you wanna go for a second town center, you really want to be grabbing stone right away, so that most civilizations cannot really push you into the stone when you really grab this early. You can put like 5 when you age up, and then you start gathering wood. Eventually you will get it, and you will just have a really, really good time. But looks like Beastie knows that May is gonna be pumping out quite a lot of units with those scholars inside, and it's gonna be the Dome of Faith. It's gonna be full of faith here. It's kind of like the way to play this these days, just because you have such a... It's an economic landmark. Because in a way, Delhi doesn't have access to upgrades, but they do have... you still need the scholars, otherwise your upgrades are gonna arrive like the next match. You don't really want that. So Dome of Fate is pretty much like, hey, you're gonna get your upgrades, all of them for free. That's why Delhi now is so powerful. It's because they can get a lot of upgrades really fast. Before, Delhi used to play like in the Field Age, they're really good, and in Castle Age, they are like, you know, their upgrades are really slow, so they lost a little bit of momentum there. But now, when they arrive to Castle Age, and that's something they like to do these days, they tend to go for Castle really fast, and because they have a lot of scholars, not only they can get most of the relics, they can actually get all those upgrades in the Castle Age really fast. So that's something you need to keep in mind. And Delhi it's been changed quite a lot. And it's becoming really, really strong, to be honest. A single blacksmith. I don't know if you really need to go to blacksmith with these builds, just because you have so much colors. Take a look at the 1 minute something for each upgrade. It's not bad, and you're gonna get another scholar soon. Eventually, May will think about getting those sacred sites in a really good position. Two of them are really close to each other. So I will guess he at least can secure two of them with not really much of a problem for him. Meanwhile, Beastie is kind of like mimicking. Like, he's also going horseman. And what I like about this is that he has the king. While May loses HP, like, Beastie can just heal these guys. Like, take a look at what he's doing. Like, he's sending the horsemen back, the ones with low HP, and he's just taking good fights. It's like, I'm just gonna heal my horsemen. And the king is so tanky, to be honest. It's like, it has a lot of HP. Not much armor, but he has a lot of HP. So these guys now will be healing. Now, May can actually do the same, but requires a little bit more micro. And especially now that he's capturing the sacred sites, he don't really have access to the scholars, so he's not gonna be able to heal those gassy raiders. Now, he's still pumping, so you can already see 12 gassy raiders against 9 horsemen. So it's, despite everything, like, he's still ahead on the military count. But all of these guys are just gonna be losing HP little by little. It's like Beastie will try to snipe the scholar. Nice block by May. Looks like he gets the scholar away. I managed to capture the sacred site. Looks like maybe BC will send a couple of those back. And indeed, they're gonna be healing. And it's actually working. It is actually working, guys. It's like, you know what? I don't need to lose any unit. Just go here and heal. That's all you need. Go here and heal. I don't think these guys are gonna arrive. Well, at least one of them. It's like BC went for a sneaky raid here. Didn't manage to get anything. Meanwhile, May already having all eco upgrades. Getting professional scouts as well. So he's gonna... Against English, it doesn't really matter that much. Like, he's gonna be able to gather the deer not only for his own, but you also deny the deer from your opponent. It's more noticeable when your opponent is not English, because English just go for farms. Look at that, Beastie. Look at the destroy value. May have only destroyed 400 points, which means they are like 3 horsemen. Meanwhile, BC has more destroy value. It means like he just killed more. In general, all those traits have been very positive to Beastie, just because all these guys have full HP. It's like the scholars will get away. Actually, not really. Not enough units for May here to defend against this. He's trying to come back here. Is he gonna get away with that? I think he will be able to snipe at least one scholar. I think he managed to take down a couple of them. It's like he needs to run now. Now, I did change the color, so I cannot really look at the perspective of Beastie in the Fog of War. Like, otherwise it's just gonna... Actually... Oh, it's orange and pink. I thought it was... like pink and red. Let's just leave it with orange and pink. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Now I will be able to switch. Much better. Much better. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Just be having the wrong colors the whole time. Now who is who is who? Okay, May is orange, guys. Remember. May is orange. Never mind. Let's just go back to what we had. Much better, right? Much better. It's already there. It's already there. There's nothing we can do about it. It's like BC, it's trying to go Castle Age, but so does May. May are already on the way with House of Learning. That's another thing that changed for Daily. They don't really go really fast for that combo of the Defender, which, you know, the only value that you get, it's technically speaking, you can get your keeps very fast and produce villagers from there. I mean, not really get the keeps really fast, but start producing villagers from there. And it makes sense, you know, because it makes sense before when Delhi used to have very long feudal ages. But now that, you know, now that they tend to go castle really fast, there's still a lot of resources in the map. Usually by the time you hit castle with Delhi, there are not many resources left. So you wanna scale, and you need a lot of wood, and you need a lot of villagers for that. So you wanna put a lot of keeps on the map. But now that you go for Castle Age relatively fast, 12 minutes is a not super fast Castle Age, but not really slow. It's not like a long feudal age. It's gonna be really good for you to go for this Lamar to get all these upgrades here. Hopefully he can click on those upgrades. It's like BC will be trapped here. Like May's trying to block. It's actually a wall here. It's no wall. It's just trying to fight here, but the horseman didn't get the veterancy. Unfortunately, May does a huge surround here. King managed to stay alive, but BC loses a big chunk of those horsemen right before he get the veterancy. He canceled the veterancy after that fight. You know what? I'm canceling this. Cancel my order. You have a 1 minute refund policy, so no worries. May already there, grabbing 3 relics home. Usually in this case, Delhi is the one who grabs all the relics really fast, just because they already have all the scholars. In Beastie's situation, I think he will be very happy if he gets at least 2 relics. Like, both of them are in the middle of the map. The problem is Beastie lost his military mass, so it's gonna be really hard for him to get those relics back home. May even gathering this relic that's supposed to belong to Beastie, leaving Beastie with a single relic. Now Beastie has switched to knights, but so does May. And Home Blades coming soon in 2 minutes. So the more knights May have, the better is it for him. Wallow attempt. Good thing is the king cannot be converted. Not like my politicians in my country. Like, they're fully corrupted. This guy is uncorruptible. It's really a white knight. It's like May stops gathering the relic for now just to heal those units. Gassy Raiders are already veterancy. With the veterancy, that just proves how efficient their production buildings are, where you have so many scholars. Like, Delhi has to play with a lot of scholars in order to get away with all these upgrades. And tier 2 upgrades coming really soon. Getting all the economic upgrades in 10 seconds. Just something you cannot neglect. Take a look at the income per minute. It's just gonna change very soon. Even though Beastie went for the King's Palace and he's on 2 TC, May should be able to pump every single villager has an extra 10% gathering rate now. I believe horticulture only is the one who changed only. The rest still at 15%, I believe. But it does add up. Say Beast is gonna be the switch for most likely Spearman. I don't think he's gonna be building more knights. Now it's the time for the English to make a infantry based composition, which they are very, very popular for. Now BC needs to run to secure this one of these locations, probably this one. A couple of gold veins here. Not only that, these ones are kind of far from me. You may want to secure this as well. You can always go Berkshire, like stop mining stone and just focus on aging up. That's also a possibility. But he's going for the stone. Actually, he's actually going for the gold. He does have enough units to defend for now. Now remember, this military count is not really accurate, because 45 of them, 11 are scholars. So in reality he has like 36. He's still ahead, but not by a huge lead like it says here. Like, it's not like he takes a fight and he's gonna win. It's gonna be an outpost here just to get that attack speed aura. May goes with those knights. Now these guys have Hone Blades, so they're gonna be having extra 3 attack. And normally they have 24, I believe. Yeah, 24. This guy have 27 plus 2. They do 29 damage. Whew. That's something. It's like May managed to take down a couple of villagers here. But the attack speed aura is something that you cannot really neglect. Like, it really changed everything. Now remember, these guys have extra tiles range. Like, this guy have... Wait, he doesn't have the upgrade yet? Am I blind? Maybe he haven't got it yet. Let's go look at the House of Learning. Yeah, it's on the way, guys. It's on the way. Only Hone Blades arrive. So it's gonna be able to access to pikes, which will make this crossbow really, really, really good. Extra range. It's always good. You start with the right feet. It looks like May will claim this, and BC in a little bit of trouble, but he does have the Springle emplacement now. He needs to pull back. It's like, no money for a keep, no problem. We're just gonna go for a Springle emplacement, and this single outpost fortified forces May to just retreat for now. Yeah, like, he cannot do this. Like, he's gonna lose so much HP. But look at the upgrades. May is getting all the upgrades. It's getting even Military Academy. So it's just gonna be out of this world. Like, the Delhi, probably one of the popular saves this season. More barracks coming for El Beastie. And as well as a beautiful farm transition. Something like a farm beam simulation. Now remember, if May decides to take this to the long game, he does have 5 relics. And that's not something you want your opponent to have when you go for Imperial Age. Because he doesn't have an army to really, like, finish the game here, right? He needs to deal with this, otherwise Beast is gonna be able to get gold, it's gonna be able to expand. At the same time, you cannot really go into the English base right now with these units. It's just a raid, you know? It's just gonna be a raid. It's not gonna be such a such a big deal. It's not a career-ending move. Quick wall coming here for Beastie. Love this. Oh my god. Almost there. Almost there. At the same time, more walls coming for May. He already have a couple of sacred sites the whole time too. So that's even extra gold income than that he's having. Question is he gonna... Which gold is gonna be securing? Because right now he's chilling. He has 5 relics. He has 2 sacred sites. Like... But eventually you really need gold. Like, relics are just not gonna be enough here. And it looks like BC will just secure the gold here, take things to the late game. I already have not a decent economic lead, but still in 2 TC. May already there with a second town center. Not gonna be building those keeps. Gotta research component of the defender with that keep first, so it's gonna take longer. Might as well get a second town center right away. Love this play. He knows eventually if he keeps fighting, BC will... Even if he wins the fight, BC will be able to make more army. Just because he has the economy to sustain, creating more and more production. Very quick walls coming for May, but looks like they're not gonna be enough. Spearmen are just gonna be able to enter really soon. Takes down the wall and looks like the classic spearman raid. The ultimate disrespect in your face. Not a knight, not a horseman. It is a guy with 2 legs and a spear. It's gonna throw you off. Alright. Finally, the sacred site's gonna be captured here. Not gonna be letting May getting that. Look at these guys. It reminds me of the personal like security that in my hometown they have. Usually, like, you know, like the rich areas, you have like a personal security, and you have like a guy standing here next to your house. You cannot even take a picture sometimes. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Because sometimes, you know, there are thieves there and they want to check whether or not when you leave the house, and these guys are just keeping you safe. We call them watchman. Which comes from the English word watchman. Typically, you will find them in not rich places, but medium to higher class. They usually will have someone to secure your place, and that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it in Latin America. You need money to. Money means security. That's how it is. PC getting the last eco upgrade now. Now, in terms of economy, like, English and Delhi, they're very similar. They don't have any extra bonuses. Except for May. May does have the House of Learning upgrades. So he has a slight advantage there. But there isn't a huge advantage. Like, for example, Abbasid or Chinese, where they are really economic focused civilizations. And... you know, in terms of villager count, they are very, very similar. They should have very similar income. Looks like BC will go for throw that Berkshire. Probably here, maybe a good place. Couple of gold veins should be enough gold for the whole game. 16,000 gold. Question is, he still have more gold here. He may potentially put it here, just to try to block May from getting here and eventually put a keep here. But he does have a big gold vein here. He doesn't mind any gold at all. He doesn't need it. He doesn't really need gold. It's just 5 relics, man. Okay. It is not the Berkshire. Hey, wait a second. Where is the landmark? Where is your landmark? I don't see it. Am I blind? Oh, there you go. Next to the town center. It's gonna be the wing or palace. These guys showing throwing locks. The lock shooting. Love it. Love it how they just throw the lock shooting when the first the first minutes of the video, I was just talking about how good the graphics are. Get a lock shooting here. Okay, so which unit he's gonna make? Probably the Wingard Rangers. They are very popular these days with the English. Veterancy for the Spearman coming soon, but Mangonels should be able to take this down. Mangonels, if remember, do extra damage against buildings now. Beastie needs to run away. Now, he doesn't have the Berkshire to deal with this. Berkshire kind of lost its value these days. It's not that it's not good. It's because the Trebuchets are now a viable choice. So Trebuchets can take down Berkshire. And there is no Sprangles anymore. So Enclosure's coming. The elite upgrades coming. Slow but steady. And May also thinking about the H-up. It's gonna be the Palace of the Sultan. Free tower. Free Palace of the Sultan elephants. Elite tower elephants. They come with hand cannons. It's like Stonewall's coming for Beastie here. He knows he doesn't want to be raided. He has the army here. He has Stonewalls here. And he has Stonewalls here. So the only way you get through Beastie's base is through this army. And May's going back for now. He knows he's aging out. He's gonna get the upgrades. He doesn't need to rush it. Meanwhile, are we saying Wingard Footman actually? It's gonna be the choice for Beastie. And very, very good timing for Beastie. Taking down the army before the A-Shap. And let's see how fast these upgrades are. Elite Man-at-Arms in 1 minute 20 seconds. It's pretty much the same. And you get them for free. How crazy is that? Whew. It's like it's gonna be a switch for Man-at-Arms, which I don't dislike the idea, but there's a lot of crossbow already. 33 to be exact. Like this is just gonna be raiding with Spearman once again, the ultimate disrespect as a raiding squad. Mangonel shots not gonna be able to do so much damage. Spearman gonna be trying to snipe the Mangonel. Mangonel stays alive for one moment. Another Mangonel shot gets a decent shot here at those crossbows. Archers getting upgraded soon. But this is gonna be soon enough. It's 1 minute to get upgraded. You need more archers. He's pumping more archers, pumping more Man-at-Arms, and BC is gonna pull back for now. Where are the elite units? There you go, man. Wingard Footman. It's gonna be 20 attack. Quite a lot of range armor, to be honest. 11. Does he have elite army tactics yet? No, he's gonna go for the separating power. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for this one, just because you have the Winger Rangers, which that attack range is just out of this world. When you put them in a stone wall like this, they have like 11 tiles range. This is like it is crazy. It's some crazy stuff going on here. BC walling here. Archer saying, "Hello, mate. How you doing?" Actually gonna walk here. They don't know they are actually finishing this wall. They're gonna know soon. They're gonna know soon. Or not. Oh no, yeah, they do. They do. BC not gonna be able to finish this stone wall. Not a single keep for Beastie. At May's gonna be securing the gold here at the back. He does have vision, so BC knows about this. Meanwhile, May getting all the upgrades for free. He doesn't need gold. Now, the only gold he's getting now, I believe, he has 0 villagers on gold. He's only getting them from those relics. It's not exactly the best. But now you have a lot of Wingard Footman. 11 range armor. This guy pretty much does 1 damage. And he's elite archer. So it's like, oh my god. Now the problem is Beastie is pretty much unprotected here. I would love to see it like a keep or something. Usually the English is very well protected, either with a white tower, either with, you know, with a Berkshire protecting the farms, so that these guys just have a blast here. How much food you need? He said, yes, sir. Extra walls. Extra walls coming here. Now remember, as May didn't go for that component of the defender, he cannot build stone walls with the infantry. He needs to do it with villagers. Beastie milking that gold. He's gonna grab elite knights. But there is a unit that we haven't really been talking about. That is the tower elephant. No stone wall from here. From here, like that's really dangerous. That's really dangerous. Those elephants are pumping. I have 9 already. Question is, are these elephants gonna be enough? Like wingguard units against elephants. Sounds like a premium fight happening here. Not only that, do these guys have extra? He does have the mangonel upgrade. These mangonels are just gonna be doing so much damage. Oh god. With the mangonel upgrade, these mangonels are really good. They have 8 burst attack, they have 9 tiles range, and they do have extra AoE damage. Like, their AoE damage is just bigger. Looks like May's trying to get some stone. Probably thinking about building a keep, or maybe stone walls. He needs this gold. But the problem is, you're an Imperial Age. You get the gold. You need the gold for those upgrades. But May doesn't need it. And even if he gets away with just Feudal Age units, I think he's fine, but there's a huge raid happening here. There's a lot of villagers. 36 villagers just in this area. Remember, May's only on 2 TC. So there's still a significant loss for him. Question is, who's gonna deal with the mangonels? Probably the Lombos. The Wingard Rangers, they do have quite a lot of range. And they have a lot of attack. So they can potentially take down this. I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet. Oh my god, look at the mangonel damage. Hand cannoneers. Oh no, the mangonels! Huge mistake from May, pulling those mangonels in the front, losing 3 of them. 4 of them, and probably it's gonna be also these ones. Wingard Rangers coming here. The Wingard Footman coming here to save the day. May back to single mangonel. Busy gonna be milking that goal over here. Hand cannoneers still doing plenty of damage. And May taps out. Well played by these 2 players. I hope you enjoyed this match, and if you do, maybe I see you in the next one. Bye guys, take care, have a good week.